All right, local swell trackers, last day of April, Saturday, and welcome to it. Some fun waves, some Friday. Came from this fetch out here. A couple spinners out there, and it got crossing the date line, but it did stay fairly far away. And then we get this guy right here that'll be pumping us up. Once again, that one's going to be more for Sunday. These two spring-like swells are going to be pretty decent. So the first one that I showed you, 3 feet for Friday, occasional 4 for Saturday. And this guy that was on our side of the date line, a little bit closer to us, going to ramp us up to 5 feet for Sunday with longer periods due to the higher winds inside of it. Then we've got something forming a bigger storm off of Hokkaido, Japan, North Japan right here. Guy's going to be tracking east here, and this one will be bumping us up on Wednesday. Rolling in the animations. You can see that one fades into the Gulf. And again, this is hindcasting here to show you the first fetch for Friday. Right here, very broad, low period due to the lower winds, gales. And then this guy right here, a little bit stronger winds and higher periods. And then this guy right here, I'll have to jump to the current models showing you the surface winds. So again, here we go. This one fades out. And then this one, we'll be able to feel that one here. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It lasted a decent time. There was a bit of an occlusion. It's meaning it slowed its speed, spun in place, and the fetch should be fairly long. Watch for some 18-second forerunners Wednesday, the 4th. It should be getting up to 5 feet minimum, peaking by Thursday, the 5th, and holding solid 4 feet into Friday, the 6th. Then, as you can see, we get yet another swell that'll bump us up for Monday the 9th. This one should reach at least 5 feet. It's, again, our side of the date line. All these are fun springtime swells. It's going to last a long time as the track was fairly slow. But we even have one more event. And again, these are the surface winds. And as we look at Sunday the 8th, we see this big high pressure clockwise to our northeast, dominating, pushing the jet stream further north and weakening it. But models are still hinting at some more surf. Maybe by Friday the 13th, we'll see if we get some good luck. Now we're going to look at the sea heights pushed up by the surface winds we were looking at. Here's the remnant for our Sunday, Monday swell. And here comes the one off of Japan. It's a pretty broad storm. Stays pretty far away before it reaches the date line. It's nearly gone. But that one will be for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And as you can see, a lot of the blues designating those high pressures. So trade winds are going to be back for the long haul in those fresh paces. We'll start in the animation one more time. You can see there's not much going on until we get to midweek, the 4th and 5th. We see something popping, a small storm, small subgale storm popping our side of the date line. We're expecting some waves, again, up to 5 feet from this guy. And running on with the animations, you can see it heads up into the Gulf. We get another high pressure moving in. And the models here don't go out beyond 7 days. Okay, going down under and hindcasting to last Sunday, the 24th. You can see some strong winds here hugging the east coast of New Zealand. It is a broad spinner going clockwise down under. We'll start in the animations. You see that fetch is broad. It lasts a long time. And we're looking at a really nice swell from the south-southwest from this guy all the way from Sunday, building with 18-second forerunners thanks to those strong winds. And then they weaken to gales, as you can see here, but they're broad and they last a long time. Those seas will build on one another, support one another. And yeah, we're going to see some 4-footers at least out of this for the top refracting zones. Probably midday Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday. Starting in the animation again, you can see that guy fades off, but there's a lot more energy coming from down under. And boom, right there you can see Friday the 29th, that was yesterday, some 55-knot winds in this storm. And this is going to be pulsing us up as well. You go about a week out, and we're going to be ramping up Friday and Saturday, the 6th and 7th, and probably to about 4 feet on this one. So bringing the animations current, here are the surface winds for Saturday today, and there's that batch of winds up again from the 6th, 7th, and even lasting into the 8th. Bringing the models current, take a look at that guy over 30-foot seas, a lot of the energy. I might be heading off a little bit to our east, but we're still going to take what we can get. That track, it doesn't last as long as this one upcoming from Sunday, but we'll take everything she can give, and things are definitely getting more active with the jet stream down under. Let's take a look down under. We saw the one meridional flow, which is that loop up towards the equator. We go rather dismal, and then it starts to go zonal, but a little more energy. And then we get the very last bit for that next swell coming in. And again, you can project out about 14 days from down under. because we got about a 6-7 day travel time for these storms that are so distant. Hand-drawn surface charts. Here we are at about 20 north, a high-pressure new one coming in. The old one that have kept the trades from the very east. You see those isobars very east-facing. Here comes the next one. There is a front associated with the low bringing us our waves. About 500 miles away, it's expected to weaken as it nears us and not bring a whole lot of weather. Here comes that one low here that'll pulse us up for midweek next week. And all in all, it's a very springtime mix of high pressures increasing and low pressures decreasing. The water vapor loops in the upper region showing that front moving our way. All in all, though, we're in a very stable, dry air mass currently with just your windward Malka, your typical stuff, and trades 15 to 25. Small craft advisories for the Alinui Haha channel. Drilling down, you can see that very easterly flow and very clearly see the front. Highs are going to be about 85, lows about 72. Drilling down a little bit further, there are some cloud patches and off and on plenty sunshine. And the reflective loop showing quite a bit of showers actually off to our leeward area here, embedded in the trade winds. And the last animation showing those easterly winds flow and the new swell coming for midweek. This one's spinning up in the Gulf, bringing our current waves. And this fetch far off New Zealand, since that's today, this is the one we're going to be ramping up at the end of next week. By next Saturday, we'll be overhead from this batch of winds that you see right here. And that's your local swell tracker. Check you back here next weekend. Mahalo for being here. Ahui ho.